As runners, we all challenge ourselves in ways we never thought possible, pushing the boundaries of what we're capable of to smash through targets and set ourselves new, bigger and better ones.
This awesome hobby that we share gives us one thing in common, and it brings us together as a community. Whether you're working towards completing your first parkrun or you're a veteran of the sport who's run 100 ultra marathons, we all know the feeling of reaching that maxed out effort and our own red line.
Welcome to our podcast, where your hosts Brett Elesmore and Andy Maguire discuss the struggles, the successes and everything in between on our running journeys, as we all work towards the next time we're running the red line. Hello and welcome to episode 103 of Running the Red Line. I'm your host Brett, and I am joined as always by my co-host Andy. And this week I want you to do a little thing for me.
Go
on. Close your eyes and imagine you are running somewhere. You're having a brilliant time. You may be in the middle of the countryside, beautiful scenery everywhere. Yeah. The weather's lovely.
Just run under a bridge. Running. Just seen Sam lighted up's turd. But apart from that, keep going.
Yeah, and you're having a great run, and you have zero niggles and zero pains anywhere in your body.
Well, I can imagine that for me, but there is no way that's your reality.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's my dream that you're living right now.
Yeah. Can I open my eyes? Is that the end of the dream?
Yeah.
I can't imagine you will ever know how that feels.
No. I don't think I've ever had a run with no niggles or anything.
Where are you with everything this week?
My knee is better. It is getting better. So knees have gone up to an 8 out of 10 now, which is good. But with that, I think it's my Achilles again, but I've started to get some like pinchy, stabby sort of pains either side of my calf. So do you know, last year when I broke my leg, when I got my stress fracture, that was the pain I was having. But it's similar sort of pain, but it's like what I had at the start of this block before I went for my X-ray. But I think it's to do with my Achilles because on Thursday I was having a little bit of it in my calf, and then after being in the gym for a bit, I did all my S&C and did a load of like weighted calf raises to target my Achilles and my soleus. And on the run home, it was fine. So I think it is Achilles issues rearing its head again. But my left calf seems to always be prone to like being weak compared to my right one. Like my left calf always seems to get niggles. And so like in long races like marathons and stuff, it's always my left calf that goes and my right quad. So it's like one either side, just to fully disable myself during a run. But my left calf is like susceptible to being a bit naff. So I'm hoping it's just something I can work through.
You should name them Paul and Pauline. Do you remember Paul Calf and Pauline Calf? Do you remember them? Who's playing up this week? It's Pauline.
Yeah. That they were great. They're Paul and Pauline Calf. Paul Calf.
Steve Coogan, isn't it though? Anything Steve Coogan does is just godly.
Yeah. What was the other character he did in the
Spanish
that same sort of series? No.
The Spanish guy.
Who was the businessman? Was it Gareth Cheeseman or something like that?
That sounds right.
The one where he would look in the mirror and go, "You're a tiger, raw."
Yeah. Was that on the Day-to-Day or one of his characters on?
No, that was when he did the series with different character skits of Paul Calf and other
okay,
characters.
It might have been slightly before my time, so I bet you that was like 94, 93 or something. Was it?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
I only remember Paul and Paulinkoff. He did this Spanish character. It's something Fandango or something like that. Spanish. I'm going to put Spanish character. Steve Coogan.
It won't be Carlos Fandango because that was the wheels.
Tony
who had special wheels. Yeah, Tony. What was it?
Montana.
Tony
Farino. I want to say Farino.
No, because that's Louis Farino, who is the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, it is. Tony Farino.
Was it Tony Farino?
Yeah, he's a musical megastar character from the Iberian Peninsula. 1997. Farino is a narcissistic crooner and Europop sensation who sings about his life. Oh, brilliant.
What does it say? What series that was from?
It said no. It says it was from its own thing, introduced in the Tony Farino phenomenon. So it must have been its own show.
Wow. Okay. I want to. I'm gonna Google Steve Coogan, Gareth Cheeseman. It was Gareth Cheeseman. Was it Gareth Cheeseman was a fictional salesman played by Steve Coogan in the episode Death of a Salesman of Coogan series Coogan's Run. That was it.
Coogan's Run. No, I do remember that. Yeah. I'd say I mean, so many of Steve Coogan's things I like. Even the films that he's done that a lot of people don't like. I quite liked Alpha Papa. I thought that was pretty good. And I quite liked I've seen Around the World in 80 Days. I could take or leave that actually. But it's still good. It's just not great. A couple of films he's done I think are quite niche. And one I watched once was called Hamlet 2. And he played an American school teacher and they rewrote Hamlet. That was quite good. But the best, not the best thing, because I don't think Partridge can be topped. But have you seen The Trip?
With Rob Brydon.
I think that is just a masterclass in acting. I don't know. I think they want you to believe that it's improv. I'm sure there was a script, but if it is improv, then it is just incredible.
Yeah, because they're playing caricatures of themselves, aren't they?
But like some of the characters are really close to the bone. Like Steve Coogan's got this relationship with his son that's not great because of an old relationship he had with his first wife, I think, and then Rob Brydon is unfaithful to his wife on one of the trips. And I know it's really quite close to the bone, like on some of these on some of the episodes, but the comedy in it is absolutely brilliant. Like some of the characters they develop and stuff like that is just when they're doing like Michael Caine, when they're having a Michael Caine,
I was about
Roger
to say,
Moore.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the one clip I always remember is that where they're trying to outdo each other on the Michael Caine impressions.
Yeah, you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Yeah, they're just doing it back and forth to each other.
Yeah,
it's absolutely brilliant. But staying with the media theme this week, or Sunday just gone, was the Oscars.
Oh yes, it was. Yeah.
Did you see or hear about any of the winners, or do you care?
I do know that old Mr. Ballet and Opera is boring. Didn't win a single award.
I was going to ask you if you'd heard about I didn't know the controversy about that until Laura told me a bit about it. So, for anyone that doesn't know, Timothée Chalamet, he's a young man, isn't he? I don't know how old he is. He's not 30 yet, is he?
No.
He was on a chat show. Oh no, he was chatting to Matthew McConaughey, I think. I don't know what the show was. Maybe it was some podcast or something. But he flippantly remarked on the fact that he's glad that he's involved in film, or he's glad that he's involved in an art form that is not dying a death like opera and ballet that nobody cares about. What a comment to say. That is like the most young person's comment ever, isn't it, in 2026?
From an artiste who should be supporting all of the arts. Yeah, to be so, yeah.
Yeah, and they were joking that at the Oscars that the opera and the ballet mafia were out to get him, and they're waiting for him and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, they believe, don't they, that could have been one of the reasons that the film, apparently, which is a very good film. I think it's called Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme, so good. Have you not seen it?
No, it's on my list to watch because I've been trying to get through the Oscars.
It's incredible.
Best pictures.
I went to cinema to see it, and it's incredible. Such a good film. But it's a Safdie brothers film again, isn't it? Who makes some great films. I don't know if you know. It's Benny and what's the name of the? Is it John? No, I can't remember the name of the other Safdie brother. Hang on, let me just quickly.
Why are Oscar winners always brothers? The Scotts or the?
But I
the
think
Coen
actually on that
Duffers?
film it was directed by one of them. I don't think it Benjamin. That's it. So there's Joshua Safdie and Benjamin Safdie, and you'd probably recognise the one of them because he's been in a lot of Adam Sandler films and stuff like that. He was in Happy Gilmore 2 and things. And what's the film he's in at the moment as well? I can't remember. But the other one is like more of a director, and they've made some great films in the past. But Marty Supreme is really, really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it does look really good. It looks
they made Uncut Gems, which has got Adam Sandler in it.
No, I've not seen that.
Have you not seen that either? Oh man, Uncut Gems is one of those films where you watch it and you just get more and more frustrated because the main character just constantly makes the wrong decisions. And there's so many points where you think, oh, it's all over because he can get out of it now because he's got this and this and this, and he makes the wrong decision and just gets further and deeper into trouble. And it's it's one of those.
That sounds good.
It really gets you on edge throughout the whole film, but it's brilliant.
Yeah. Right, I'll have to.
And then like one that I think is absolutely brilliant is called Good Time, which is from, when was it? 2017, and it's got Robert Pattinson in it.
Oh yeah, from Twilight.
Yeah,
and
but
Harry Potter.
In this, it's a very different character, and he's fantastic. It's a really good one. So yeah, you should watch that as well if you get a chance.
Well, a couple of other Oscar nominated films that I watched in the last couple of weeks have been Hamnet. That was really good. Apparently
that's fantastic. Yeah.
If you've got kids, it's probably one to swerve because there is some subject material that is incredibly sad. Let's just say that.
Oh.
It's all to do with Shakespeare and the death of his son, basically. And it's obviously the tragedy of Hamlet, the play.
Yeah.
Scholars have kind of thought that it is directly linked to the death of his son, Hamnet. And but that was fantastic.
Is that why it's called Hamnet? Shakespeare's son was called Hamnet.
Yeah, that's it.
And is that true?
That's fact. It's fact. He had 3 kids. I think they were called something like Susanna or something, and Judith, maybe. And Hamnet. And
so two normal names, and then Hamnet.
Hamnet just made it up. But he made up so much stuff, didn't he? But it's brilliant. But there's this one scene towards the end, which is just heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time. and it's amazing. So that was brilliant. And Jessie Buckley, who plays
Yeah.
What's the word? A fictitious version of sort of Anne Hathaway, his real life wife.
Yeah.
I think the character is called Agnes because I think in real life she was called Agnes. I'm sure it's more true than we probably would believe. But anyway, that was brilliant. Really enjoyed that. And that was, and Jessie Buckley was phenomenal.
I was going to say, talking of Jessie Buckley, I really want to see The Bride.
With Christian Bale, I think, is it?
Yeah. So,
yeah, that looks like quite a good film. I don't know when it's out. I assume in the next.
I think it's out already.
Oh, is it already out? Yeah,
because it was directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, she's done some really good stuff, hasn't she? I in the last couple of days we've watched 2 films that I've both really liked. The other one, I've got a massive thing for Emma Stone. I love Emma Stone, and I have done ever since Superbad.
Mate, she's my celebrity crush.
Really? She's just the greatest. So I've just watched Begonia. Have you seen that?
Oh no, that's one I would really want to see. Yeah,
it is so good, so good. Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone. It is wonderful. It's such, and that was nominated for Best Picture but didn't win. Yeah. And what did win quickly was Sinners. And my latest vlog, which I'm going to put out in the morning, I was going to put it out earlier, but for one reason I haven't done it today. I've used some like blues music because it's all based on the blues kind of genre of music. Yeah. And I'm heavily influenced by that film. And that was another cracking film as well.
See, I haven't seen Sinners yet. I do really want to see it. But one thing I have seen isn't it just like a remake? Well, not a remake, but a modern version of From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but without giving too much away, it's probably something you've seen before, but it's done in a way that obviously you can't take me seriously if I say this. It's like not beyond the realms of possibility, but
it's a musical, isn't it?
There are some big there are some big musical scenes in it, where some big group numbers and but it's incredibly layered. It's very metaphoric about, the vampires are essentially like the I don't know, the Western white man, and then the people getting attacked are like the black, Afro-American community sort of thing. So, and but it's very, very good. It's very, very good, and it's done in an incredible style, and everything is just so. Everything's just so slick and so polished, and nothing's, even though that you're dealing with vampires here, you think, oh God, that's going to be ridiculously stupid. It's not. It's really, really well done. And Jack O'Connell, who you might know as well, he's a British actor.
He's Sir Jimmy in 28 Years Later.
Yes, of course. Which again, brilliant film, and he's the best thing about that film, isn't he? And what did he keep saying? Shall we do charity? 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 And he turned up to the Oscars, obviously dressed up to the nines, but with his vampire teeth in.
Oh, amazing.
So that was pretty good. But yeah, what were you going to say quickly about Emma Stone?
Oh, ever since Superbad, she's been my celebrity.
Are you the same?
Or should I say Emily Stone? Because that's her real name, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to change it to Emma because there was already an Emily Stone registered as an actor.
Interesting. So, right, okay.
But yeah, ever since Superbad, she's been my celebrity crush. But I've got 2 big celebrity crushes. One's Emma Stone, and just let
me give me a clue who the other one is. Will I get it?
So,
Gillian Anderson.
No. But I quite like quirky.
Kate Winslet.
No, quirky.
These are women. Mine. Can you tell? I quite like redheads.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, quirky women who are a bit different, and I think that's why I like Emma Stone, because she's got that good personality and she's a little bit quirkier in her looks. But but yeah, the other one, how could I describe? She first got well known in a comedy series playing opposite Chris Pratt.
Parks and Rec.
Uh-huh.
I only know Amy Poehler. Is it Amy Poehler?
No.
I do know someone else. She's got a short name like Tess. Or...
No. Starts with an A, her first name.
Oh, hang on. It's not Anna.
It's the same name as somebody we know of the opposite sex.
The same name?
Yeah, same first name.
So we know a bloke called this?
Yes.
How well? Like to talk to?
Yeah, quite well. We gave him a hug at the running show.
Just thinking, Mom? Who's Mom? Oh, Aubrey.
Yes. Yeah,
Aubrey
Plaza.
Know. Oh, I think you've mentioned her before. And I don't know who that is.
Am I going to have to get pictures to show you?
I'm already looking. Right, yeah, okay. She looks like almost Charlotte Church-esque.
Really?
In some photos, yeah. Which is not a bad thing. I'm a big Charlotte Church fan.
Mm.
Show my age there. Voice of an angel.
But yeah, and she's in a TV series which is so good you need to watch, called Legion.
Right.
And it's with Dan. Oh, what's his last name? The one who played the Beast in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah, I know who you mean. Not Evans. Yeah, I know who you mean.
Dan.
Dan.
Dan. Yeah, but they're in a series called Legion, which you should watch. It's on Disney Plus if you've got that, and actually I think it might be on Prime,
Stevens.
Amazon Prime as well. Dan Stevens, that's it.
No, it's not Dan Seven.
No, Dan Stevens. It is Dan Stevens. And Legion is a Marvel series, but it's very different to all the other Marvel series because it's Legion is Professor X's son.
Right.
So he's got telekinetic powers.
Right. Okay.
Very good. It's very well done. You should watch it.
Right. Okay.
But yeah. What else won in the Oscars as well?
So one thing that won big, and this is controversial because I don't think it's all it's cracked up to be, which is One Battle. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that yet, no.
Well, best thing, because Leonardo's in that, and I think the best thing about that is Sean Penn. I mean, I'm a massive Sean Penn fan anyway.
He won supporting actor, didn't he?
He won best supporting actor. His performance in, almost everything he's ever in, things like Mystic River and all sorts of things. Even when he's had a cameo in Friends, he's just so good. So good. And he's unbelievably good in that film. But that won Best Picture, I think, which is like one of the best things to win.
Yeah.
On the night. And
yeah.
Was it the best? I don't know. But
is that the film that basically the director said he was trying to make a version of Terminator 2?
Well, you said,
but not with robots and time travel.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, it's about it's a what's the word? It's somebody who's trying to hunt somebody down and makes it their life's work and life's ambition to find somebody for a big reason, because there's a reason they want to wipe them out, basically. And Leonardo's character is like he's like a rebel, if you know what I mean. He starts off in this world because he's into like freedom fighting, basically. And I mean, I don't want to spoil the plot too much, but yeah, I found God, we're sounding like blooming Barry Norman, and we're sounding like
Mark Kermode.
Mark Kermode. Yeah, I found there to be quite a lot of plot holes and things that were just never really come back to, and like Benicio del Toro's in it, but I just feel like his character was kind of teased to us, but never really got going, if you know what I mean. He could have had a really, really iconic role in that film, but I just felt like he didn't. And but the cinematography in it was amazing, and yeah, the acting's obviously really good. Anything Leo's in is really good, and yeah, I just don't know if it should have won best picture. I mean, it might not have even won best picture. I think it either won best director or best picture.
Yeah, because I think it did win best picture.
Yeah, but I think best actor went to the guy from Sinners, who plays he plays
Michael
both
B.
a
Jordan.
bit like who plays a bit like Tom Hardy in The Craze.
Yeah, he plays cousins, doesn't he?
Yeah. No, they're brothers, I think.
Are they?
And another one of the leads is their cousin, who ends up becoming quite an important part of the story. But yeah, it was. I mean, the Oscars, you've always got to take them with a pinch of salt, anyway, haven't you? Because they're normally a little bit. They're very political, or they're.
Yes.
You don't.
The Oscars are very political.
Yeah. So, do you remember that? Like, do you remember? Because I mean, I never watch it live because, obviously, for a big majority of us, it's in the middle of the night. But do you remember the Will Smith thing?
The Will Smith incident? Yes, I do.
I mean, so imagine being there. So many people would have thought that was staged.
Yeah.
And what was even more incredible was he won the Oscar later on.
I know. Nobody gave him a standing ovation.
That was just such an advert for mental illness, I think.
But he's been banned from the Oscars for the next few years, hasn't he?
Has he?
So he can't actually go. But
Will Smith, man.
It was a clear show of a man who wasn't in a good place at all.
No, not at all.
That just tipped him over the edge.
You just think all those times Ricky Gervais has done like the Golden Globes.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder how close people have been to getting up on stage and giving him a slap. But
But the difference between Ricky Gervais is when he makes the joke, he then looks at the audience and goes, "Yeah, come on, that's true." Whereas Chris Rock is more of a, I'm just going to say a joke and then pause for you to laugh.
Yeah,
he did.
I remember him saying, "A lot of you, you know nothing about the world. The majority of you have spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. Get up on stage, thank your agent, thank your God, and get off." And he was saying, it was just so good. It was just so good. And but yeah, I can't imagine what the atmosphere in that room must have been like when was it Chris Rock, wasn't it? Got
Chris Rock,
smack around the face. He did well to carry on, didn't he?
Oh yeah. And then his next tour was basically all about that.
Yeah. Oh, he profited on it massively.
Yeah.
But Will Smith, man, it's such a fall from grace, hasn't he? Because like he was one of the household names of the 90s.
He was the king of Hollywood at one point, wasn't he?
Absolutely. Yeah. And but I didn't realise that he's had a bit of a spat with rappers, Eminem, Dre, Snoop Dogg, all that, because Will Smith doesn't understand why anybody would need to cuss or swear in hip hop and rap.
Yeah.
And all the rappers just absolutely hammer him for being this like pop princess in their world, if you know what I mean. they don't think he's got a clue what gang life is like, and well, obviously he doesn't. But he's not from the same world as so many of these rappers. And then you got Will Smith saying, "You don't need to swear to be a rapper," and all that sort of stuff. So, but I'm a bit. I side with Eminem on that because I wouldn't say I'm a massive Eminem fan, but I've got to be careful here because I'm sure there's a lot of rap fans listening to this and hip hop fans, but maybe the most iconic rapper ever.
Ooh.
I know that's a big statement, isn't it?
It's a massive statement, that is. But yeah. He is up there with the best rappers ever.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you could say he was the most iconic ever. It depends what generation you're from as well.
Well, wasn't he the first white dude to do it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was the first white man to actually get the approval of all of the rest of the rap genre.
I also rate that film as well, 8 Mile.
Yeah, it's good.
I actually think Eminem, I know he's playing himself, but he's actually very, very good in it, isn't he? He's very emotionally connected, and he's very he doesn't overplay or underplay anything. I think he's actually quite good. Because I've never seen it, but there's a 50 Cent film, and I'm
Get Rich
I'm
or
not
Die Trying.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Fiddy, but I don't know if that's going to be.
Did you see how petty 50 became with the whole P Diddy thing?
No,
and he was just constantly on like all social media. He was just having digs at P Diddy constantly.
Was he?
And like not naming P Diddy, but making jokes and memes about the whole P Diddy situation because he fell out with him big time.
Well, fair play for those, Eminem obviously, and Dre and Snoop Dogg and all that. Well, I don't know about. I hope Snoop Dogg's not involved with Diddy in any way, shape, or form. But like those guys are so Eminem rap. They say like he'd written some lyrics about Diddy in the 90s, didn't they? Because they knew what it was like back then.
Yeah,
and it's I like Eminem because he seems like he just seems like a straight arrow, doesn't he? He seems like
he says it like it is. Yeah.
So
but I don't know if you could say he was the most iconic.
Well, you've obviously got Tupac, haven't you?
Well, there's Tupac. There's Biggie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're not treading on the toes of hip hop here, but would you say Wu-Tang are the big boys when it comes to hip hop?
I suppose you got Wu-Tang, yeah. I mean, do you go for NWA?
I don't know much. I honestly don't know much about NWA.
NWA is where Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Eazy-E, all them lot started. That was their first group. So, do you know the song F the Police?
Yeah.
That's NWA.
What genre are you putting the Beastie Boys in?
Oh, now there's a great band.
Because
you can't pigeonhole them into one genre because they're a punk band who turned into a rap group.
Yeah.
But also then included every genre in between.
I
went to see Beastie Boys live, and
did you?
Their musicality is incredible. They performed on a revolving stage, so the stage moved, so you saw everything no matter where you were in the crowd because the stage kept on coming around. And they did all their like rap songs with the DJ and everything, but then halfway through the set, they all picked up instruments and played like a musical set where they were playing instrumentals and stuff.
Yeah.
Then they went back into their rapping and everything. It was just incredible.
Good musicians. Yeah.
They were just next level.
Aren't there some bands out there that are known as, well, of course there are, known as great studio bands, but terrible on stage. And then you've got great, almost outperform themselves on stage, better than they are in the studio.
Yeah.
And aren't Chili Peppers notoriously one of those? Like, aren't they
Yes.
known as? Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
'Cause
almost.
yeah, I mean, Flea is an incredible bassist. John
Yeah,
Frusciante is an incredible guitarist. Chad
yeah,
Smith is an incredible drummer. Have you ever seen the Drumeo video
yeah,
where he
yeah.
drums along to The Kill by 30 Seconds to Mars?
Yes,
And it's the first
identical.
time he's ever heard it.
Yeah,
Mate, so good. Anyway, but Anthony Kiedis, great as a frontman and great
yeah.
when he's doing his like shouty, rappy sort of stuff. Not got the best of voices and not 100% of in tune most of the time. But yeah, the problem is I only ever saw Red Hot Chili Peppers live once, and it was like Reading 2000, and it was in the time when they were having a lot of differences within the band. So they would perform, do a song, and then after every single song, they would get together in a huddle and have like a meeting about what they were going to do next. And you could tell it
It's like
just
therapy.
wasn't right. Yeah, it wasn't right. They weren't getting on with each other. It just didn't have that feel. So that was a shame because, yeah, they are a great band.
You into metal?
Yes, some metal. I'm into a bit of everything.
Did you have you been in a mosh pit before?
Oh, loads of times.
Yeah. Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Have you ever come away with it with like a black eye or anything, or?
Not a full-on black eye, but some bumps and bruises, yeah. And the circle pits and walls of death and all that sort of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that's not my scene really. I was too busy listening to Atomic Kitten. I actually watched Atomic Kitten once, Party in the Park. Brilliant. What a great band.
What was the circle pit for them like?
It was chaos, mental. The tide is high and I'm holding on. People go mental.
I was at, I don't know if you remember this, but I was at Reading the year when Daphne and Celeste
when they got bottled.
And they got bottled off stage.
Yeah. But I'm sure we talked about this a few pods ago. Weren't they giving it back? Weren't they really arrogant on stage or something? Weren't they?
Sort of, but basically they earned a lot of respect from a lot of people because they got on, did their performance. Basically, everybody was throwing bottles of pee at them for the whole performance. And then after a couple of songs, they left the stage and didn't do a full set. But because they carried on and didn't really let it phase them, loads of people was like, yeah, that's proper rock and roll, that is.
Yeah,
so they did earn a lot of respect. But whoever put them on the bill, I do not know.
Yeah, that's lambs to the slaughter, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wonder if there's a massive, massive payday, probably for their promoters and producers and management rather than them two.
Yeah.
For Daphne and Celeste. But I mean, I wonder what they're doing now. Are they American, those two? They must be.
No, I think they were British, Daphne and Celeste.
Who stick you, your mama too?
And your daddy.
And UGLY, you ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
You ugly. Hey, you ugly.
Absolute wordsmiths, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sang that to one of my students a couple of years ago because they were talking about something being really ugly. So I sang that and they went, What is that? And I was like, you never heard Ugly by Daphne and Celeste? So put it on YouTube. And the next week they came to me and went, I'm really annoyed with you because I've had that song in my head all week.
I imagine it's just disgustingly catchy. Well, it is disgustingly catchy, isn't it? It's like Mickey, You're So Fine, isn't it? It's like that kind of rhythm gets in your head, doesn't it? And you can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they were very grateful for your input that day.
Yeah, very much so. Anyway,
we should.
Now that we've spoken about films and music and all that lot, how's your week been?
Yeah, all right. I've done. I'm trying to do more. Well, I've had such a busy week work-wise. The last couple of weeks have. I've just really kept me busy. So I've been working down.
Have you heard any more from Teve?
No, our mate T's been nice and quiet, which is good, and I haven't had any. I haven't had any. Haven't any phone calls from the police or anything, which is good. But yeah, this week has been very, very different. Actually, it's been a really good weather week, hasn't it?
Yes.
And I went, for example, last week was awful. I didn't have the best week of work last week. This week, for example, yesterday I went to went to do a house, and they gave me some cake, and I was like,
"Oh,
this is all right. Normally, it's like, yeah, there's the bedroom, there's the kitchen, crack on. But yeah, she was like, oh, she got me, she sat me down and told me a life story and all that sort of stuff. And we had a nice little cup of tea out of some like bone china and some carrot cake that she just freshly
carrot
made.
cake as well.
Yeah,
Lovely.
So yeah, it was really, really nice. So yeah, I've been to some because we've been I've been doing loads of work lately down in Ross-on-Wye because we've taken on a new agency down there, which means I've got a bit of a trek now because it's a good hour or 45, well, at least an hour to get down there. But the good thing is I go down there, but the houses are all really nice. And they only get me down there to do the nice big ones sort of thing. And one of them was this one with giving me carrot cake. And yeah, so I've had a really, really nice week. I've been down in Ross-on-Wye a few times this week, which has been really nice. And yeah, apart from that, I've not done a hell of a lot of running. I'm trying
Have
to
you
just
got your mojo back?
It's coming back because I'm feeling better. Like I've been feeling every day, I've been feeling a little bit better than the day before. And yeah, I'm ready to like some racing this weekend, which we'll go into in a little bit, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, and I'm just looking forward to just building that mileage back up again, 5 or 10K bit more than the week before it. And yeah, I just want to have a really nice big graph now going up towards half marathon season. And you won't know this because I haven't uploaded my video yet, but I've got a new half marathon target.
Oh,
126. Now, whether that's 126.00 or 59, same difference.
yeah, it is. Yeah, still
I'm
got
going to go
126 in it.
The good news is, if I get 126.59, that's only just over 2 minutes faster than my PB. So it's not that unreachable. So that's what I'm telling myself anyway. So I'm trying. Oh, big news on the pod. I forgot to text you. I'm doing. I'm in for Birmingham half. I've signed up for it.
I'd better get me entry in then.
I did it, I think, yesterday or the day before. And I think at the moment it was about 43 quid or something like that. So it's not that, it wasn't that expensive compared to blooming
Cheltenham.
Cambridge.
Sorry, no, Cambridge. That's it. Yeah, Cambridge.
Yeah.
Which was about 80 quid. Yeah.
No, that is. I wonder what will be the first £100 half marathon. Probably Cambridge next year.
Yeah.
But it's going that way, isn't it?
Pay for all the extra medals that they've had to buy.
Yeah, but it's going that way, isn't it? It's going that way, definitely. But yeah, so I'm in for Birmingham. I've got Tewkesbury half marathon in April, which will be another crack at the at a half marathon PB. But I think Birmingham will be the one. It could be a little bit warm. It always seems to be warm on Birmingham race day, doesn't it? But I think I'll be 8 weeks down the line. So I should be ready to go and send it, as they say in the Royal Mail. And yeah, so this week I've done mainly easy stuff. Haven't been going to club like I said last week. I've just thought the best thing to do is just to do all easy runs. I went for a run up the hills yesterday, which was nice. Only 5K, but it was a bit of elevation in my legs.
And you caught some beautiful views of the sunrise, didn't you?
Well, yeah, me and Laura said we haven't been up the hills for absolutely ages, and because of all this all these cloudless skies we've been having this week, we thought, I bet you first thing in the morning it's going to be a cracking start to the day. So we got up at 5:30, got in the car sort of 10 to 6, and we're up the hills by 10 past 6, and I think sunrise is about 6:15 at the moment. And so Laura took Daisy for a walk. I had a quick run, then we met up at the end. Got back in the car, went home.
Yeah.
I've got to
say as well, I'm not a dog person, but your dog, mate, is just the best.
Little Daisy. She's
The photo of her. Oh, was it a photo or a video of her with the sunrise behind her?
I think it was a video.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, she is a little poser, but I think she knows it. I think because so many cameras are thrust in her face since we've had her, I think she's probably cottoned on to the fact that she must be, we must think that she's, a little bit of something
special. Yeah.
And I think she knows it. I think, look at the cats. They know it. They just know it. And speaking of, I think we need to wish a happy birthday on the podcast, don't we?
Ah, yes. Not this one that's in my lap right now, but the one that is asleep to my left. Misa was 8 years old yesterday.
Oh, nice. So what did she have it? Did you do anything special?
She had some treats and then had a little special cat food thing that was like in jelly, so it was like a weird like pyramid thing, and I stuck a candle in it for her.
I bet she loved that. That's I bet. Well, funnily enough, at one of the houses I was at today, they had a cat, a female cat, and I said, "Oh, what's the cat's name?" And straight away, the owner sort of like put her head in her hands, as if to say, "I was waiting for this question." They let the kids name their cat. Guess if you can like get into the head of a kid who's just been offered the chance to name their cat, what are some of your suggestions?
What colour cat was it?
A tortoiseshell, but I'll be honest, that's not relevant.
Oh, okay. So female cat and a little kid's name in it.
No. The kids named it.
Yeah. A little kid is naming it, and it's a female cat.
But that doesn't matter. Like, they haven't called it Mary or anything like that. That would have been quite a good choice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh. Something like Bobble or something like that.
Again, probably would have been an actual, it ended up being an endearing name. No.
What? Teeve?
No, worse. What is the opposite of a cat?
Dog.
Yes, the cat was called Dog. So every time she goes to the vets, they're like, Dog Smith. And then she has to walk up with the cat called Dog. The cat is called Dog.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So she was like, "Oh, for God's sake, I get this all the time."
I like that. That's brilliant.
The cat was called Dog. So yeah, that's probably what happens if you let the kids name your animal. But yeah. So how old is Misa? Did you say 8?
8. Yeah.
So does that mean Bobes is about the same as well?
No, Bobru, next month in April, he will be 10.
Oh, so Boba's big brother, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we had Bobes for a couple of years before we got Misa.
Oh, right, nice.
As a bit of company, and then they just chase each other around and fight. No, they do love each other really, but they're just cats, aren't they? So yeah. Because Boba chases Misa around all the time and like grabs her and stuff. And to like anybody else, you would look at it and go, well, he's a bit of a bully, isn't he? But then if you watch Misa, like is around and then she like teases him or like just taps him or whatever and then runs away. So he chases her and then so she's just as to blame as he is.
Do you know? I think it's scientifically proven, but stroking an animal, like stroking your pet, really soothes your soul, doesn't it? Like it really de-stresses you. There is nothing like having a bad day at work and coming home to your dog or cat and just holding them. It's just absolutely the best, isn't it? Just rubbing your face in them.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant.
One of the things Misa has started doing recently is she comes and joins me in bed, but actually gets under the covers and then sleeps next to me, and sometimes puts her head on my shoulder. Well, so I go to sleep very easily when she's there. Yeah,
they just relax, don't they? Because they're energy driven animals, aren't they? And they kind of feed off your energy. And it's like, well, not always, because Daisy's sometimes very chaotic. But if you're peaceful and calm, they can quite easily tap into that, can't they? And then they give it back in spades, don't they?
Yeah.
You just cannot beat that. Is it serotonin or dopamine or all that stuff that flows through your body when you're just having a cuddle with your dog or your cat? It's just the best feeling.
Yeah,
I just absolutely love it.
And if you lay on the sofa, or like if I'm sat on the sofa, Boba does not want to be anywhere else other than right next to me or on my lap. Even if I'm eating on the sofa, I have to hold my plate up in the air because he wants to sit on my lap. But my plate can't be on my lap.
Really?
And then if I lie on the sofa, both him and Misa just find whatever spot is the closest to your body to curl up in and go to sleep. That's cute.
That's cute.
Bless them.
Well, we should probably move on, shouldn't we? Because where are we? 50 minutes in. Ooh. We should probably chat some. Go on. No.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say running. Let's go back. Yeah. Let's go back.
Before we get into the running, there was one more thing that I just did want to speak about, and that was my unfortunate day today. I popped out for 5 minutes today.
Oh yes. This took up the whole pre-podcast. This story.
So I popped out for 5 minutes to B&M to go and buy some cat food, and then come back and feed the cats. And it turned into being out for a couple of hours because I drove to B&M, parked up in the car park, went in, when I did my shopping for my cat food and stuff, came back out, walk into my car, and I'm looking at my car thinking, something doesn't look right about my car. I'm not sure what it is. So I opened up my door, put my stuff that I just bought into the passenger seat, and then walked back round the back of my car, and I went, what's going on here? And the girl in the car next to me went, I don't know if you've realised, but someone's just smashed into the back of your car. And I went, yeah, I can see the bumper's not in the right place. And she went, yeah, it was so loud. And basically, some woman had driven to B&M, parked up, hadn't put her handbrake on, went into B&M, came back out, and her car had hit the wing mirror of a couple of other cars. So she basically hit 3 cars. But my car took the full force and the brunt of the impact of stopping her car from rolling. And it smashed all the rear bumper of my car in. But apparently she came back to the car, saw it had moved and was like a bit panicked, checked her car and the wing mirrors of the couple of cars, looked at my car and went, well, nothing's happened, got in a car and drove off into Sainsbury's, which is next door. And the girls in the car next to mine, because they'd heard this big bang and everything, got a photo of her car and her number plate, but said, oh, yeah, she's driven off into Sainsbury's car park. We can show you what car if you want. And I was like, that would be amazing if you don't mind. So we walked up into Sainsbury's. They showed me the car. I said thank you and everything. And then I waited by the car until the woman came out. And I said, a couple of girls have just told me that your car's hit my car in B&M. And she went, oh, yeah. I didn't think there was any damage. And I went, it's actually caused quite a bit of damage if you want to come and see. So got her details and everything. And we went back down to my car. And like, I've now managed to have a look at it. Addy up on the ramp to have a look with my dad. But basically, her car has hit the back of my car, and the way an older car works is you've got a metal bumper that's covered in the plastic covering, and then you've got two hangers. It's basically crushed one of the hangers of the car, so it's done the perfect job of what it's supposed to do. I'm hoping, I haven't checked it out properly, but I'm hoping it hasn't actually caused any damage to the actual structure of the car, because if it's done any rippling or any creasing of the boot space, it's an instant write-off, basically. But I probably would say that if we do go through the insurance, that insurance would write it off as an uneconomical repair, because it would cost more to repair than the car's worth. So I'm hoping there's no real structural damage. It's just the bumper, which I think it is. So yeah, I might have to replace the bumper.
Do you feel like extorting her now? Because no. I always think that, like, if I'm in a car accident and somebody says that, the person that's crashed into you says, do you mind if we don't go through insurance? Which is fair enough. I feel like saying, yeah, okay, but it's going to cost you, because for the inconvenience of me going to shop around to get quotes.
Yeah.
I feel like adding a few zeros on here, mate.
Yeah, but the best part, which I didn't tell you in the pre-pod, is when I spoke to her and she was looking at it, she went, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, I can see that it's done damage. I'm really sorry." I said, "Look, it's an accident. It's happened now, but unfortunately, it's happened. So we're going to have to get it sorted." Blah, blah, blah. And she went, "Yeah." When I went into sentence, I wasn't trying to drive off. I wasn't trying to get away with it. And I went, "Oh, right, okay." And she went, "Yeah. I even went into B&M and left my details. So you could have gone into B&M and got my number." And I went, oh, okay, cool. Well, thanks for doing that. I got her details and everything. And then she drove off, and I took some photos of my car where it was to show what had happened. And then I thought to myself, I'm just going to go into B&M and just check that the details she's given me are the same as the details she's left at B&M. So I went back into B&M and said, "Hi, someone's just hit my car outside." And she went, "Oh, I don't know anything about that." Shouted over to another person on the tills, and she went, "Oh, yeah. Apparently she hit 3 different cars." I went, yeah. Mine took the main brunt of it. She said she'd left some details. Is there any chance that I can see what they were? And she went, "Oh, no, she didn't leave any details. She just came in to tell us that it had happened." And I went, "So she didn't leave a number or anything?" She went, No, she hasn't left anything.
It's going to gloat.
So, yeah.
She just basically came to show off. She just came to say, "I can take anybody out at any time." That's who you're dealing with here.
Yeah. But it's one of them things. It's happened, so I just need to, have a look at it and see if I can get it sorted. But it's definitely going to need a new bumper, and it's.
So with that amount of damage and that loud bang that those girls said that they heard, it must have travelled at a bit of force. It must have really hit hard.
So from where she was parked next to the building. Then there's the roadway. And then there's like a double width of parking. So like 2 cars can park like that. And I was parked on the furthest one away of that. So it's basically gone out of the car parking space, across the roadway, another parking space, and then hit into mine. And it was on a slight downhill slope.
So do you think your car took the majority of the brunt of the...
Oh, it took all of the brunt. Yeah, the other cars, just the wing mirrors got clipped.
So she must have she must have come out to a reversed car up against another person's car. Surely she'd cut off all the traffic because no one could drive past.
Well, no, because her car was then in a parking space.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it was sort of almost perfectly parked.
Sort of, yeah.
At an angle. Oh, I get you. I can't believe what a clanger that was.
But as she said, she went, "Oh, I mean, I could have hurt someone. And I was like, yeah, can you imagine if there was a kid walking across the road
But yeah,
whilst your car was
imagine if
out of control?
because it's an engine, a car without a motor heading towards you at, I don't know, 5 mile an hour, which is enough to hurt you, 10 mile an hour.
Yeah,
And if you were just if you were just putting your shopping in your boot,
yeah,
that would have Hank traded you, wouldn't it?
yeah, proper been crushed.
That would have, yeah, you would have absolutely been. So you can tell I've just finished Breaking Bad, by the way. It wasn't Hank Schrader that got caught by the two vehicles. It was Hank that reversed over the Mexican brothers, the cousins.
Yeah. Yeah.
He reversed into one of them, didn't he? Anyway, so yeah, what an unfortunate. How much are you looking at then, damage-wise, do you think?
I don't know. I was looking at trying to see how much new bumpers were and everything, and it's going to be at least a couple of £100 at least for a bumper. Then you've got because half of it's sprayed, the body color of the car. So there's the paint job, and then there's the fitting and.
I'd say to her,
doing it.
Just call it 500 quid, and if there's any change out of it, I'll be sure to go into B&M and leave my details in there of how I can get it, of how you can get your money. What a cheeky! Imagine doing that and not even leaving a note.
Yeah.
I love how she assessed the damage instantly and thought that there was nothing wrong, and then just drove off. Not thought there was nothing wrong, but nothing significant.
Yeah, but never mind. These things happen, don't they?
Did you play it cool, or was adrenaline coursing through your body when she was walking back towards her car?
No. I was just like, well, your car's hit my car. You can't really be angry, can you? Because
did you feel like
what's that going to do? What's it going to do?
Well, asked Steve last week. But if you did you feel like one of those roaming reporters like on Watchdog, they've got a mic and say, "Is this your vehicle, madam? Well, there's some red paint on your bumper. My car is a red Volkswagen." Yeah, you must have performed quite the expose there, because you had quite a bit of evidence that had mounted up against her, hadn't you?
And luckily, I'm really thankful to the girls actually that stopped in the car next to me, because apparently they'd got in the car ready to go and it happened, so they just stayed in their car waiting for me to come back to my car. So that was really nice of them, and then they let me know their details just in case they tried to deny it. They gave me their details so they could be a witness.
Well, did she go into their car as well, their wing mirrors or something? Or
no, so it didn't hit her car,
right,
but it hit the two cars. So basically my car was parked there was no one behind me, and then there was a car in either side of there. So it's clipped the two cars that were either side and then just hit my car.
Right. What a shocker.
It's one of them, innit? These things happen.
Just what you need on a Friday before the weekend.
Yeah.
Well, shall we talk some running? Why don't you tell us about your week of training for bloody London?
Yeah. So, where did we start? Saturday. So Saturday, I went down to Parkrun, and on the Friday, I just had that sports massage, hadn't I, with Nat?
Yeah.
So I got up on Saturday morning, and I wasn't sure whether I'd be a bit what's called sore from the sports massage or not, but I felt great. So I was like, this is good. This is good news. And ran down to Parkrun and felt pretty good, and then set off for Parkrun, and as always set off a little bit quick, but thought, you know what, this feels okay, and I wasn't going super fast like I stupidly did the other week. I was going at just over 6 minute miling and stuff, so I thought, this is all right. Ran 19:02, so not stupidly fast, but decent, and felt pretty good. Then ran home, so did a decent mileage for the day. And then on the Sunday, woke up and thought, I'm just going to go out and do some steady mileage again, but set off and felt pretty decent. So just picked up the pace ever so slightly, still kept it controlled. I still didn't go like into like mega effort or anything. And then the pace started getting quicker and still felt pretty comfortable over the hills and stuff. And then for the last 5K, I had a bit of downhill coming up. So I was like, I'm going to pick up the pace again and try and get down to marathon pace. So managed to do target marathon pace for the last 5K and felt pretty good. And I did 18 mile in total in the end. Let me just quickly find it for you. I did 18 mile. 18.16 mile, and I did 2 hours exactly. 6:37 a mile average. So
nice.
Yeah, really pleased with that. That's more or less last year's marathon pace at London. So
what are your target? Because I assume will you be 5K splitting manually? Most
yes,
probably at London.
Yeah. So same as last year. I'm going to turn my auto splits off and just like manually lap it every 5K.
So what will you be hoping for?
Every 5K, I want to go through at 20 minutes on the nose.
Yeah.
So if I can manage to do that for the whole marathon, so 20-minute 5Ks, I'll come in at 2:48 something. So it gives me a bit of wiggle room to go slightly off pace to still get under that 2:50. So
nice.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So 6:26 a mile is my target pace to go out at and try and hold on to. But yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. What's that? 11 seconds a mile slower than what I want to try and run in London for that 18 mile. So yeah, very happy. Then Monday, I did my recovery. I did 8.5 miles in the afternoon, and my legs did feel a little bit beaten up after the Sunday. My knees weren't great. They felt pretty decent on the Sunday, but on the Monday, yeah, they're a little bit beat up. And then I managed to go out and do a little bit of a double on the Monday evening. I did another 3.5 mile. So that took that day up to 12 mile. And then on the Tuesday after work, ran down to a session with BNR, and I was still feeling not bad actually. So I thought I'll do the session with the group. But when we got down to session, it was 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off times 12. So like what's that? 48 minutes of running out and back along the bus route. And whilst we were talking about like the session and stuff, Lisa said, I'm going to do something slightly different, more marathon specific. So I'm going to try and do 3 times 8 minutes off 2 minutes. And I was like, well, with the timing, we could probably get away with doing 4 by 8 minutes. So that's what we did. So all the rest of the group did 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. We did 8 minutes out, 2 minutes off, 8 minutes. I got my maths completely wrong. So on the first one, we went through the first mile in what did I say? So we went through the first mile in 6:42, and I forgot to turn off auto lap like a plonker. So I couldn't lap every 8 minutes. So it lapped at the first mile. And because I was running, I then in my head went, right, 6:42. So that means another 2:18. That'll be 8 minutes. That's 9 minutes. So my first rep was 9 minutes rather than 8. And then I managed to get the maths right on all the other efforts. But pretty good session, and started off as I say at like 6:42 pace, and then the next one was at about what was it? At about marathon pace, so 6:26 a mile. And then the next one was at about 6:17 a mile, and then the last one went from 6:17 to about 6:10 a mile. So decent, yeah, really good session.
Great.
And then I decided I then did warm down, did all my gym stuff. So 30 minutes cross trainer, 30 minutes on the bike, 5 minutes of ski erg, and then all my S&C, and then ran home.
Yep.
Then obviously I have a rest day on a Wednesday, so that was a grand total of nothing, which was good. And then on Thursday, I sensibly said to myself, the last time I started up in the mileage and did every session in the week, including the long run, things went wrong. So this Thursday, I'm not going to do the session. I'm not going to go down to club, and I'm going to be a bit more sensible about it. So in the morning, I went down to the canal and did a nice easy run up and down and back up the canal from my shop. Ended up doing 9.25 miles.
Take the drone with you?
I took the drone with me, yes, and got some nice footage down by the reservoir, which was good. I'm loving using the drone and loving these canal runs on a Thursday. I've started going every Thursday, like morning / afternoon now. And
now the weather's getting better as well.
Yeah.
You just want to be there, don't you?
Yeah. And it's a little bit softer underfoot as well, which is good for my knees. So yeah, rather than pounding the pavements all the time, it's nice going down the canal. So did that on Thursday morning, and then Thursday evening, I decided not to go down to club and just go out and do a steady run. So I did a steady run. I did 9.75 miles at an average of 7 minutes a mile, 7:01 a mile, and then went in the gym, did my cross trainer, bike, ski erg, my S&C, and then ran home again, and nice and easy. And it's been a decent week of work. My knees have improved, so I would now say they're about an 8 out of 10, which is good. But my calf has started playing up again on my left hand side. So hopefully it's something I can just like do a bit of strength work with, a bit of S&C, and it'll clear up. But yeah, it's been a good one. So tomorrow I'm going to take it easier again on my way to and from Parkrun. Maybe try and run Parkrun at marathon pace, maybe a bit slower, I don't know. And then Sunday I'm going to try and do a decent workout during the long run, just because I know next week, because I got the dates wrong, next week is road relays. So next Saturday.
Yeah, not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. So although it's only a short race, I know with a hard effort on the Saturday, I don't want to put any hard effort in on the Sunday. So it's just going to be a nice, steady long run on the Sunday. So I want to do something decent this Sunday. So next Sunday, I can just have a long run. And then the Sunday after will be my peak week long run.
So have you planned that yet? Do you know how far you're going to run on that peak week?
So the peak week long run, I think I'm going to do what I've done for the last few marathons and hit 20 miles for that long run. Probably going to do the same sort of session as the last two, because it's worked really well, where I do 5 mile blocks and just slowly progress the pace each 5 mile and finish at target marathon pace. But where I do it, I don't know. I don't know whether to do it up into Birmingham along the canal again, like I did last year, because that worked really well, or find somewhere which is a bit more open rather than along the side of the canal.
Well, how would you describe the London Marathon course? Like, is there any way you can simulate it, or is there any way? Does London have big long stretches of flat and then hilly bits, or is it just rolling the whole way? Or
there's no real hilly bits. There's a couple of bits which have got a bit of a slope in them, but there's no real big hills or anything like that.
Are we calling London a flat marathon?
It's flattish. It's
Flattish.
not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's flattish. It's not an easy one, so it's not. People always say London's not a fast marathon. It's not a fast course, but it's also the course where Kelvin Kiptum ran 2:01. So
yeah.
And it's also the course where Paula Radcliffe ran 2:15.
And it's also the course where you've got your PB.
Yeah, so it can't be that slow, but at the same time, it's not flat like Valencia or anywhere like that. It's your traditional marathon course around a city.
Yeah, so it's nothing to be worried about hill-wise.
No.
But you probably need to have done the relevant hill work going into it, just because there might be the odd 200-meter rise here, 400-meter rise there.
Yeah.
So
see that's what I was quite pleased about on Sunday for my long run, because I did that 18 miles and averaged that 6:37 a mile. But I did 1,240 foot of elevation across that 18 miles.
Yeah, that's big.
So it was a decent hilly run. I'll show you. That was the elevation.
Fair play. Yeah, that's a good marathon long run training simulator, isn't it? Make it hard towards the end.
Yeah.
So here's one for you then. How would you describe the elevation? Talk us through, for anyone doing London the same time, or excuse me, for the first time, or anyone that's doing London who hasn't done it for a while. Talk us through the last 10K, the last 6 mile of London. What can we expect, or what can you expect? What can somebody? Do you remember it? Do you remember much about the course?
The last 10K is probably the flattest part of the course.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I would say there's no real rises or anything in the last, from what I remember properly. Anyway, I'm just pulling up my. That's the elevation for London.
Jesus, look at the first 5K.
Yeah, it's all net downhill, the first 5K.
Is it really? Do you really feel it that much, or are your feet just spread like?
You do notice it. You do notice it in that first 5K. It's like, downhill.
Right.
My first 5 mile, more or less, downhill.
Right. So that's quite pleasant then. That's quite nice.
Yeah, but there are some little rises in the middle and stuff.
So that last, certainly the last 3 miles or so, looks to be quite nicely downhill.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
So is it as soon as you turn your back on Canary Wharf, that's when you've got the embankment stretch, haven't you?
Yeah.
That sort of.
So you turn. You basically go through halfway. You
Tower Bridge.
You go across Tower Bridge, turn a right.
Yeah.
And you go down, and that's where the 2 parts of the marathon cross each other.
That's where you saw Hassan last year.
So where you see the leaders coming back the other side, So and that you hit halfway on that road there. And then that takes you out into Canary Wharf.
Yeah.
So then you do a few mile all around Canary Wharf. That's where your GPS goes mental. So that's why you should be manually splitting at the 5K or the mile markers. And there is a couple of rises going into Canary Wharf and stuff. So there are a couple of bits there, but it's mostly twisty and turny around Canary Wharf rather than being lumpy. And then when you come back out of Canary Wharf, you come back onto that road. So you're then running against all the people who are coming through halfway. Once you get on there, you're at about 18 mile. Yeah, maybe more. Probably nearer 20 mile.
Okay.
There. So as you come down, and then you turn a right, and it's basically more or less down the side of the river, then all the way down to
Birdcage and all that.
Down to what's called Big Ben, where you hook a big right and go towards the finish line.
Yeah, I've just got
there is the big dip where you go down underneath the tunnel that where the Lucasade stop is, and you come back out of that. So you do have to go up a bit of a rise when you come out of the tunnel, but
Yeah.
it is pretty flattish for that last few mile.
Yeah, right. I'm just having a look at the course here. So yeah, I can see that because obviously it's a point to point, isn't it? So you've obviously got a one way system for until you get over the river, till you go over Tower Bridge, yeah. And then you've got like a big loop section, haven't you, through the business district, really, through the Isle of Dogs, is it there? And then you come back on yourself. Yeah, I can see what you mean then. So there's a big bit of contraflow. So when you'll be running past the masses, I guess, when you've done your 20 miles, I guess, and some of the later starters you'll be running past at some point. Yeah. Oh, it looks like such a great course.
Oh, it is good. It is good. I mean, it's not as flat as Manchester, but I'd say the hills aren't as big as the hill in Manchester.
Right.
I'd say.
Okay.
Because that really does catch you out at Manchester, the hill, because it is so flat. When you hit that hill, you go, oh, man, this is different.
Yeah.
Whereas London, because it is a bit lumpier, you don't really notice the rises and the hills as much.
Yeah, because you've constantly got those payoffs, really. You've constantly got those downhill rewards for just putting a little bit more effort in. But at Manchester, you're kind of in this lovely little rhythm where you think everything's beautiful. And then, well, I know since I've last done it and since we've last done it, they've moved the hill now, haven't they? So it comes at a more nicer time. I think it comes at
halfway now, doesn't it? Yeah.
Rather than 17, I think it was 17 miles, wasn't it, last time? So it's still the same hill. You're still going to get up it, but I imagine that hill does seem to catch so many people out, I guess, because it's a lump, really. It's uncalled for.
Yeah.
But it makes me just compare everything to Seville now. I think Seville, I mean, I have to get me trundle wheel out, but or me altimeter, but I think Seville might have been flatter than Valencia. But I mean, it's difficult to say because I was fitter going into Seville than I was Valencia. So maybe I just noticed the elevation less. But I'm pretty sure I did Cannock Chase Parkrun last week, and there was more elevation in that 5K than there was in the entire marathon of Seville. Like we're talking 40 meters or something like that. Talking 140 foot. Like it is a joke. It's almost like I don't know. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel fair because it's so flat. And it's the same with Valencia. Valencia's obviously very, very flat. There's just a couple of rises, but that's it. We're talking like 20 seconds worth of a little rise, and then you're going back down it.
Yeah.
But Seville, Valencia, I'm sure there are others that are very well known for being flat. I tell you what we need to do. We need to do one of those downhill ones. Those ones in America.
Downhill ones in America, yeah.
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 But I would just because I pulled out Cannock on the parkrun last week.
Yes.
So went and did the parkrun. It was really, really nice, to be fair. It was quite scenic, as you'd imagine Cannock Chase to be. But I was talking to a guy at the end of it, and he was joking, but he wasn't. You talk to someone about running, and they say a statement, and you think, you're not joking, are you? He's like, if you get a PB, you can't claim it because it's net downhill course. Because the start is higher than the finish. So we're talking like 10 foot or something like that. But at Cannock, the first mile is all gradually downhill. Yeah. And then it's like the Altrincham happens, then there's a hill and it does catch you out a little bit and it does slow a lot of people down. But I actually did quite well, considering I was sort of coughing and spluttering my way around and feeling genuinely unwell. I did 20:35 last week, so I was quite pleased with that. Nice. And I went in my Pro 4s in the end. I couldn't decide what to wear on my feet.
Yeah.
And it was either those Adidas
what was the surface like?
Terex. I'd say, from memory, 25% tarmac, 75% muddy gravel trail.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, at this time of year when the mud has seeped its way onto the track, it was a bit like that. There weren't many sections of clear tarmac, but everything was not too bad. There were a couple of slippy sections, and there were a few moments where I was like, oh, I've got my shoes dirty, my Pro 4's dirty. Because I did have to run through a little bit of mud. But otherwise, a fast course.
Question is, did you wash your shoes when you got home?
I did.
Oh,
wash them straight away. Yes.
Wow.
Put them on the washing line. Got the not the boot buddy. What's it called? The mud daddy. Got the mud daddy out. It's one of them that you pump, and it's got I don't know why I had to do the actual arm movement. I'm sure you know how to pump. Let's get. We're going down the road. I don't want to go down here. And it's got a little shower nozzle, so it's got you can charge up the shower. It's quite good. Amazing. So I always put. It's probably bad for the shoes, but I always put a bit of fairy liquid in there because it kind of cleans them a bit better. Got them straight in the washing line, good as new.
Excellent.
So potential to wear them on Sunday, but I still don't know what to wear on my feet on Sunday.
Yeah. You got choices now, haven't you? You got lots of choices.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I've got two pairs of Alphafly 1s. I've got Alphafly 3s. I'm not wearing those Alphafly 3s. I don't even think I'm going to wear them in the UK because I don't want them to get dirty. No, of course I will.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But in Spain, like in Seville, the streets were so dry and clean because there was obviously no mud there. But I wouldn't dream of wearing those Alphafly 3s down to Parkrun because all Parkruns, even I don't know, even the tarmacy ones, somehow you still get mud on your shoes, don't you? So I just don't want to risk taking those out when I don't need to. But I've got a couple of pairs of Alphafly 1s I could wear. I'm even considering wearing, and I tell you who's got on my head, Andy Goldsby, because he's doing it as well, Ironbridge half, and he's going for his Adidas Terexes. He's going for his trail shoes because I have looked at the course, and some of it is on the 7-way that I ran down. Some of it is on there around Ironbridge, and I remember that, and it is very gravelly, and I just think, for example, an Alphafly 3 would be ruined on that course because the amount of abrasive gravel that would just ruin the Zoom X. So there is a little bit of that. I'm not on top form. So do I want to risk ruining some of my favourite pairs of shoes? So do I go for an Evo SL? Do I go for a trail shoe? Or maybe I'll just wear one of my old Alphafly pairs. But I still don't know. I still don't know what shoe I'm going to wear. I don't think it matters, to be honest.
No.
Because I don't know how well or badly I'm going to blow up. Don't know how well I'm going to do or if I'm going to badly blow up.
I'd be tempted to say go for your Terex Speed Pros.
Well, they've got that torsion. No, what do you call it? They've got the skeleton system in the rods, haven't they?
Yeah, I think it's got a plate in it, hasn't it? That shoe.
Oh, I thought they had the rods. I thought they had the rods of the.
No, I think it's got a plate rather than rods. I think the Speed Pro.
What have I got? A graphic Speed Ultra.
Speed Ultra Pro, isn't it?
No, it's not got the word Pro in it.
Oh, so it's just the Speed Ultra.
Yeah. Carbon. Let's have a look. It says
it's got a plate because it works a bit like a rock plate as well.
And energy rods made of rigid plastic, not carbon fiber, for propulsion. So it is rods.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So
because the bit that sticks out the side of the midsole isn't like a round rod, is it? It's flat.
What you mean, like the Pumas with a bit sticking out the back?
No. Down the side of the midsole because you can see the plate, can't you, on the side, but it's not rounded, is it? Like the rods are normally. It's flat.
No.
That's why I thought it was a plate rather than rods.
Yeah, integrated energy rods, X-shaped plastic rods. So they're not even carbon rods.
No.
To provide light rate stiffness to aid forward momentum. A highly pronounced dynamic rocker promotes smooth transitions. Full length Light Strike Pro. I will be honest though, those Gravik Speed Ultras are really good trail shoes. Yeah, okay, maybe we'll go with them then. Maybe they will be quite a good shoe to use. But the thing is, I've never worn them for A, anything longer than 10k, and B, for anything fast. I wore them for the Bumble Bimble in the mud.
You've worn them for some faster parkruns though, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done a couple of good 5Ks in them. I've done nearly a 20-minute parkrun in them.
Yeah, and you won't be running 5k pace for a half marathon, so.
Yeah, maybe there'll be a good shout then. But I'll take knowing me, I'll take about 5 different pairs of shoes with me anyway.
Take everything and decide on the day, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but some other news. We have decided to have a little holiday. A one night holiday. So we're taking Vinny and we're going to a campsite. So we're doing our first camp of the year after Ironbridge. So we've got a little campsite. Yeah, not far from Ironbridge, which should be good. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Excellent.
And haven't camped in the super cold weather yet. So we're all going to wake up like Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining. So like frost on our eyelashes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that should be good. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah. It's amazing how warm you are inside a big metal box though, even on cold days.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we'll probably sleep fully clothed, with joggers on and down jackets. But yeah, we had a couple of cool mornings when we took the van to France, especially when we went back north, coming back towards Belgium. Those couple of mornings we had in Bruges. I still can't believe I ran so well, having had 2 weeks camping. It makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
I don't know how I did. I did that well.
It's probably because you were relaxed.
You say that,
but you were enjoying yourself.
You should have seen the way we had to sleep each night. It was like there's no chance if you're lying on your back because you're like, it's so uncomfortable. So you have to either go on, you're constantly flipping over from one shoulder to the next. And you've got the dog in the middle of us two as well.
Yeah. But you didn't have all the pressures of work or anything like that. You were out on a holiday, traveling around, just enjoying yourself and enjoying the surroundings. So yes, you were doing a lot of driving, but you were relaxed in your mind.
Yeah, I think that's the big one. Yeah. That does make me think because 2 of my PBs now, half marathon and marathon, are both international ones. Should I sign up to the Valencia 10K in January? And try and get the hat trick?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I do think there is something about traveling for a race that brings a certain side of you out. I mean, that's not for everybody because some people will race abroad and not have quite the race they wanted to. But certainly for me, I don't know. I seem to really quite enjoy the, just, like you say, just relaxing and feeling like I'm on holiday. Other than, doing, Manchester Marathon or something like that. But I don't know. Just something fun about. But then again, if I was doing Manchester Marathon, I'd probably treat it like it was Valencia. I'd probably go and stay there for 3 days or something. Probably have a little mini holiday out of it. But what I'm saying is, I don't. Every time I do a race where I've had a long car journey in the morning, and then get out the car and then try and race. Yeah, it's almost a bit. I don't know. I just seem to turn into a ball of stress in the car.
That car stiffness don't help, does it? Being stuck in that one position, sat down, driving along,
And then you think, well, then you've got the worry of trying to find somewhere to park and all that sort of stuff. And I've never been one for getting to a race super early. because I need my beauty sleep. So I'd rather have the extra hour in bed than the extra hour getting a free car parking space. But yeah, on the subject of international marathons, can we just quickly mention Barcelona?
Yes.
So last week was the Barcelona Marathon, which is one of the big 5 marathons. Can you name the other 4 in Spain?
The Spain marathons, so Valencia, Seville.
Yeah, I don't know what it exactly is. It's like the super halves.
Yeah.
They've got something called like the Big 5 or the Grande Cinco or something like that. I can't know what it's called. But
so Valencia, Seville, Barcelona. Where else is there in Spain?
You might see Jude Bellingham along the route of one of them.
Madrid.
Yes.
And then
this last one is an interesting one because it is lapped. From my understanding, it is 2 laps of the city. And it's 2 words. It's in northern Spain. Yeah. The first word is Spanish for saint.
Mm-hmm.
And the second word is the same name as my nephew. And it starts with the same letter, S.
So
think of a
Sebastian.
That's the one. San Sebastian. Yeah. So that's been on my radar because that's in November. And out of the 5 of them, Madrid, I'm not bothered about Madrid because I've seen the Woos video of that, and him and his brothers went out and did it.
Yeah.
And he said it was so hot and so hilly because that's normally around about April time, I think. I could be wrong, but I think it's April. And I think Madrid is an incredibly hilly city. And obviously it's quite warm. Obviously Valencia, Seville, brilliant marathons. Now Barcelona, don't know a hell of a lot about Barcelona, but San Sebastian, that's November. And that is almost closer to like a British temperature, because the one factor that I was talking to someone about this in Seville, and they said the one thing that could really ruin your marathon is the wind, because it's on the Bay of Biscay. It's in that northern Spain. And apparently it can be and I think San Sebastian Marathon might have even last minute got cancelled one year.
Oh, okay.
Because of like a storm that came in. Yeah. But it's, you can expect temperatures to be like max of like 12 degrees.
Oh, wow. Well, okay.
I'm sure I'm probably wrong, miles off with that now, but I think it's not that warm in comparison to the others, 18, 20 degrees by the time you finish.
Is it flat?
Apparently it's a little bit like London. You've got rolling rollers, but I don't think there's anything monumental. But so San Sebastian, that's been on my radar for a while, but I just don't know. After Newport, I don't know if I can do a 2-lapper. I don't know if I want to go round for the second time. But in a weird way, that might be quite good because you've already done everything once. You know what's coming.
Yeah, you know what's coming. But I will say, I did the Birmingham Marathon back in 2017, which was 2 laps, and that was rubbish because it was 2 laps.
Yeah. Well, going back to Barcelona, we know a couple of people that went out there and did the race. So do you want to do the jingle for this person? The person that is quite often on the Strava segment leaderboard.
But do you remember the 21st night of November?
So we noticed that
ran around Barcelona.
He was chasing the night away.
Yeah.
Matt did really well. He did, according to his Strava anyway, he did a negative split and got round in 3:14. So congratulations,
Excellent.
Matt. Very well done. I'm not sure if that's a PB for you or not. Let's maybe just say it is. I think it is. I think it is. But well done, Matt. Nice one,
Yeah, awesome
nice one,
work.
mate. And we also know the Posh and Becks of Worcester, the power couple of Worcester, which is Aveen and Henry. They went out there as well, and I think they both said that they didn't have the race of their life, but I think they were both quite pleased with it. Well, Henry, anyway. Henry was pleased with the way he ran. Aveen got round in 3:28. And
Excellent.
Again, I could be wrong, but I don't think that's a PB for Aveen. I think that might be a second fastest one, according to Strava anyway. So very well done, Aveen. And Henry got round in 2:48, and he's put on his Strava.
Excellent.
Or 2:47 or 2:48. There could be, some small change in 2:48. I'm not sure. But he said he did his first half in 1:22 and 1:26 his second half. And he said lots to learn. He said it was a tough race, but he's pleased with the way that he raced it. So
yeah, excellent. And
very, very well done.
Okay, only a week after, because I mentioned to you, didn't I, in the pre-pod, I was like, did I spot Henry in TQ's video of Rayada?
That was him.
20-miler over the hills. And you were like, yep, he was there. So a week later, he goes and runs a marathon after a hilly 20-miler.
Yeah, Henry's just like a man on a mission. He's just like, he sounds a bit like you. He's just got no chill. He's just like go, 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 go. And he's just obviously a very resilient runner because he seems to run hard a lot. And he's a good runner. Like he's a really, really good runner, really strong, powerful runner. And and he's in for London as well. So he'll be lining the streets with you.
Awesome. Yeah. And a new asset for Worcester AC, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's defected.
He has, yeah. So big summer transfer for us.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, so well done to anybody else that ran Barcelona.
Yeah, amazing work.
Good marathon.
Just quickly on going back to other things, but talking of no chill, do you know you asked me the other, was it last week? You asked me how much do I actually do easy running of my weeks and stuff. I was just looking for something, and on Strava it gives you your training zones that you've been working in over the last, and you can either go for year, 6 months, 3 months. But in the last week, so in the last 7 days, that is the percentage that I've been in different zones.
Oh, that's a good healthy portion then in zones 1 and 2.
Yeah, but that is off pace rather than heart rate. But I don't trust heart rate because it's risk based. But yeah, off my pace, what's that? 28% in zone 1, 42% in zone 2, 22% in zone 3, and then 6, 1 and 1. So yeah, pace wise, I'd say that's a decent spread.
Yeah. So how hard in terms of, I can't remember if you said or not when you were talking about the 8 minutes of running you were doing, but how hard at club were you pushing yourself? Were you pushing yourself to like a 9 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10? Or, did you say it's a 6:37 mile? So it was fairly.
So the first one was like a 6:40. The first mile, and then we got down to marathon pace for the second one, for the second 8 minutes, and then a bit quicker than marathon pace for the other two. And
I think that
felt pretty good
for me anyway. When I get back to club, I'm basically a Norwegian single in your area without admitting it, without confessing it. I'm secretly doing Norwegian singles because when I do my club sessions, I don't really push myself. Anyway, in the last few months anyway, I haven't been pushing myself that hard.
But you shouldn't necessarily be pushing that hard during a marathon block because you don't really need to.
No.
You don't need.
I don't need to be doing 3K
that super
pace.
Speedy, effort. You want just slightly faster than marathon pace, so marathon pace feels comfortable. But yeah, I suppose but another thing that I was the thing I was looking at was my mileage for the week, and I was thinking about this the other day. I didn't realize till I got home on Thursday because I was thinking about different amounts of mileage I'm doing on each of my running days to try and get my weekly mileage building each week.
Yeah.
And Thursday this week, in total, because I did my run down at the canal and then did my run in the evening and run home from the gym after doing all my S&C, I ran 21.6 miles on Thursday in total.
Yeah.
Which
wow, that's
is
big.
is a big day of running.
Yeah.
But what I've not been taking into account as well is when I finish my sessions on a Tuesday and Thursday, I go into the gym and do half an hour on the cross trainer and half an hour on the static bike, the exercise bike. But I've not been putting that into my weekly volume in my head. I've
In
just
distance.
I've just been having that as just something I do on a Tuesday and Thursday. I just go in and do a bit of extra cardio just to spin the legs and loosen the legs up after.
So how
sessions and
far
stuff.
can you cross train in half an hour then?
So
how far can you go?
This is what I was thinking about. So on an exercise bike or a static bike, or actually any bike, if you're out cycling, to get the same benefit as running, you need to do 3 times the distance. So if you do 10 mile of running, to get the same benefit, more or less, you need to do 30 mile of cycling.
Yeah.
So in that half an hour, because I'm just spinning my legs nice and easy, zone 1, I'm probably doing about between 7 and 7.5 mile.
Yeah.
So if you divide that by 3, what have we got? About
7.5. Yeah.
2 and a bit. 2 and a bit. So let's say 2.5 mile, or make it a bit less. 2 miles, just over 2 mile.
Yeah.
And then on the cross trainer, it's a bit more like running. So even though you're going easy, let's be on the easier side, and let's say 3 mile on the cross trainer. So in total, about another 5 mile. But because I do it on Tuesday and a Thursday, that's probably another 10 mile on volume of cardio each week, which I'm not actually putting into my head as volume that I'm doing. So like on that week when my knees blew up a few weeks back, I'd done about 78 mile of running that week, but then I'd also done another 10 miles worth of cardio on the cross trainer and bike. So I'd actually almost done 90 mile of effort.
Yeah. I suppose just if it was on a treadmill, you'd log it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But because it's down as a different thing, you don't look at it in your mileage for the week. So I'm busy going, oh yeah, I've done this mileage for the week, but I've actually done extra stuff as well, which not really thinking about it. But it's just nice and easy. As I say, it's just to get the legs spinning afterwards, just to flush out any crap that's in them after the efforts.
Yeah. How far? You can't really measure distance on the ski erg. Imagine how many.
Yeah, I row
a meter each time.
On the dial it says I normally do about, in that 5 minutes, normally do about 1,100 meters, so 1.1k, 1.2k.
Yeah.
So
you can add that. You can add it.
But
call it a mile.
Nah.
Just round it up.
I just do that just to get the heart rate up a little bit, because I've been on the bike just easy in zone 1 for a while. I just want to get something going again. So
do you know when you do the ski erg, do you take your shirt off or do you keep it on? Do you do a little lap of the gym every time you do 3 minutes? You lap of the gym as fast as you can, then you carry on doing it.
I saw a photo of loads of hybrid rock stars stood on the start line about to start their event, and there wasn't one single t-shirt or top in sight.
It must be so easy to pack for a High Rocks event, like a High Rocks, when you're going away to a new city. Just pack a pair of shorts. That's all you need.
Yeah, that's all you need. Yeah,
and your Puma
shoes,
your Puma High Rocks trainers.
Yeah, madness. But
You'd probably be better off doing one of those events barefoot, wouldn't you? Because surely you wouldn't have any benefit wearing super shoes when you're doing some of those, movements.
This is what's interesting, right? Is they're all wearing super shoes, and I would not want to be doing lifting of heavy weights or any of those exercises wearing super shoes, and they all are with super foam, which is the opposite of what you want underneath your feet whilst you're lifting heavy.
Like kettlebell lunges in a pair of
it must be
alpha
so
flies.
unstable. Your ankles need to be like twice as strong as they normally are, just for the wobbliness of your foot.
Not for me.
Adidas have developed with the world record holder High Rocks guy. Adidas have just developed a new High Rocks specific shoe, which has got Light Strike Pro foam.
Must be closer to a Takumi.
Well, no, it's still
must be firm.
No, it's a 45 mil stack shoe, so it's taller than a marathon shoe. Yeah.
Well, then it must be really super wide, like
yes, it's got a much wider platform, and you look at the profile of it, and it's pretty much flat until the rocker at the front. So it's still got the rocker for running, but then it's got a really flat bottom.
Right.
It's called the Drop Set. Let me find a photo of it. I saw it the other day on the
That's one thing about that's what they are. Let's do a bit of runner bashing. That's one thing that annoys me on runner. What is a drop set? What is it? What do those two words even mean?
I don't know.
Like when runner tells you to do, I don't know, 3 miles easy, it just calls it a drop set. Well, maybe not 3. It's obviously a session.
I don't know.
I see people putting it on Strava sometimes. It says they've just done a drop set, but no one even knows what that means.
But that's the Adidas Drop Set.
They're actually quite nice.
They're a bit weird looking. See how the midsole, like the bottom is completely flat until the rocker.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah,
but look at the sole.
Weird.
Just big
pure
flat
rubber.
Ball of rubber.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what to make of it. It's a bit weird.
God, could you imagine if we enter? Should we enter one for a bonus video?
We should, and wear our like rockstar bandanas and all sorts.
We'd have to get merch. We'd have to do shorts because obviously we wouldn't be wearing t-shirts.
Yeah. Well.
Or maybe we should do something really embarrassing, like
I'd like to wear a leotard for it. Do you know, like a wrestling leotard?
Yes. Should we wear like running the red line mankinis?
I want a one strap leotard, a bit like
Andre a Kardashian
had. No, like Andre the Giant had. And a bit like Danny DeVito in It's Always Sunny when he's the trash man.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, lots to think about, lots to ponder on.
Yeah.
Right. Shall we move on?
Yes. But I was going to say, shall we go on to comments and emails quickly? But there is one thing I did want to mention that I saw across social media this week.
Yeah.
Did you see the Chinese marathon and what happened at the finish?
Was this the one where somebody went the wrong way, or was that the LA marathon?
Oh no, that was the LA marathon. So that's happened.
Yeah, and he got caught on the line.
Yeah. So not only did the women get sent the wrong way on the half marathon in America, the guy went off course. He followed the bike off course and then had to turn around and run back onto the course and then got caught and dipped on the line.
That makes me wonder, though, was that guy's debut or something? Because everyone's blaming a woman that ran on the course with a flag.
Yeah.
I think that's poor professional racing nous. I think if you're wanting to win a marathon, you should know not to follow the lead bike.
But also, I don't know.
For the last 200 meters of a race.
I don't know, because if you look at the way he's running, he's clearly absolutely knackered. And when you are absolutely knackered at the end of a marathon, does your brain actually work properly?
You can't make decisions very well.
You ain't making decisions. You're just following the route to the finish, aren't you? And if somebody is in your way with a flag and you can't see which way the route goes, you just follow the bike, don't you? That you've been following for the last 26 miles.
Surely they all get briefed. When everyone puts their bottles down the day before.
Yeah.
Look, lads, and whoever's at the front tomorrow, don't follow the lead bike for the last turn.
And as I say, that's fine. And yes, they probably do get that briefing. But at the end of a marathon, when you have flogged yourself silly to the point where you collapse over the finish line, is your brain working enough to actually remember that? Probably not.
You won't be remembered as a champion then. If that's your mentality.
Yeah. But what was I going to say?
The Chinese marathon.
Yeah, so the Chinese marathon that happened last week, there was a half marathon and a full marathon happening at the same time.
Okay.
And the winner of the full marathon was coming up to the finish line, and like about 5 foot away from the finish line, an official thought he was a half marathon runner.
No.
Pushed him out of the way of the finish line so he didn't run through the tape to win it.
What?
And that official has now been banned from being an official. And the marathon are claiming it's because the rain on his glasses meant he couldn't see the number of the runner properly. But basically, this winner of the marathon got denied his finish glory of breaking the tape because some official pushed him out of the way.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yep.
I'm just trying to find. Here we go. Oh yeah, they wouldn't let him cross the line. They wouldn't let him get the tape.
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you doing?"
Proper pushes him out of the way.
Flipping hell. That is absolutely chaos. What? Oh, that's absolutely horrific.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Apparently the official has been banned from being an official for the next year.
Wow.
So.
Oh, that reminds me as well. Because of marathons over in China, the Pyongyang marathon has been cancelled.
Oh, yes. The North Korean one.
Did you see what the reasons were?
No, I didn't. I just saw it had been cancelled.
It said and I think I'm just going to Google it quickly in case I get the wrong words. They've basically cancelled it for I think they called it for reasons.
For reasons.
Yeah, they haven't actually said. So it's not the organisers, obviously, that have cancelled it. Here we go. The North Korea has cancelled the Pyongyang marathon for unspecified reasons. So they've just decided not to do one this year. Yeah, they've quoted here for some reasons, and that's all they get. Imagine if you've got to be happy with that explanation. Yeah, we've been training all year for it. We're cancelling it. Why? Some reasons. Okay, yeah, sound.
Yeah.
Cheers. See you next year.
Just 'cause.
Yeah. Cheers, Kim.
Brilliant. Love it. And all of the people in North Korea have now got to say, yep, that's a perfectly reasonable explanation. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with our leader completely. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't want it to go ahead anyway.
Yeah. Brilliant. Right, let's go on to some comments because we are
Yeah, we did actually say we were thinking of making these podcasts closer to 2 hours now, just to, make them a bit shorter because they do go on a bit. But Derby 10K.
Yes.
It's been officially measured because everyone crossed the line and they're like, I've just got a 3-minute PB. What's going on? Because It was 400 meters short. And when thousands and thousands of people are all getting the same results, there must be something wrong. And apparently, they've been officially quoted as saying they mismeasured the course, or it's probably an out and back cone being put in the wrong place. That's probably a classic culprit.
But 400 meters over 10K is a lot.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. So, still claim the 10K PB though. I think our man Mark Hurdy-Gurdy did it. So, hopefully he's happy with his new PB.
Yeah, that's one where the people won't be claiming the Strava time, will they? They'll be claiming the chip time there, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. Right, so just we'll go through comments quickly. So first one is from No Bips Just Bops, and they say, shame about Mom. Of course, he's a runner athlete now, so it was only a matter of time.
Oh, that's harsh.
Brilliant. Only joking. If you're reading this, Mom, hope you get well soon. Sorry to hear about the TiVo incident, Andy, but did enjoy the diminishing attempts to cover up the identifying details.
Yeah, you've got to keep all those important details to one side. We don't want anyone knowing who Steve is. Steve.
Next one is from Hedge Donkey, and they say, I'd love to be Team Brett. So this is from Can We Run a Parkrun, easy or not? I'd love to be Team Brett, but I fear I may be his arch nemesis or anti-Brett, only a lot slower. Here is the evidence. I work only in kilometers. I chase all the Norwegian singles in my area. I am happy to go easy on parkruns and go for broke once a month only. I love a negative split, so satisfying, and have been using AI to help with some injury rehabilitation. Was really helpful, and got several pairs of Chinese trainers. Yep, Team Andy all the way.
Yeah, I think that is closer to Team Anti-Brett than Team Andy. But
brilliant.
Hedge Donkey, legend.
And then the great 772 says, hi guys, sorry to hear that, Andy, although it was entertaining the way you put it. Seriously though, I'm glad you are okay physically and mentally. There's crazy out there, and I think we've all experienced some of it. I'm 42 now and finally trying to get into BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. As a final resort, you stand a chance of choking someone out, for example, no matter what their size. Other than that, it's great for fitness and community. Only 4 lessons in. Take care.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, I'd love to. That's a great little thing to learn, isn't it?
Yeah.
How to basically kill someone.
Well, I don't think you do that. It's it's all about rolling around on mats with men and
wearing a dressing gown,
getting all sweaty. No, you don't wear a dressing gown, do you? In Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu,
do you not?
Because it's a bit like MMA, isn't it? I don't know. Do you wear a what do they call it? Is it a gi? Is that what they call it? The karate thing?
I don't know.
Yeah. I suppose you have to, don't you? Because you get a belt.
Yeah.
So I suppose you'd have to wear in your pajamas, rolling around on mats with men, getting all sweaty, wearing your pajamas, like it's time for bed.
Oh, choke me again! I love the way you choke me. I shouldn't take the mick. He genuinely could kill me if he ever meets me. He'll get me in a chokehold.
Doing some auto asphyxiation.
Yeah.
Anyway, next one is from Bulldog Runner, and they say, Brett, stop asking people what pace they're running when you have niggles. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, but it's just I'm when have I ever been sensible? And they then say, Andy, I actually prefer training videos to race videos. I would watch that every week. So there we go.
Yeah, cool.
Would be a good idea to get those training videos going. And next one's from Ian Booth. And they say, I definitely used to be Team Brett and always used Parkrun as a speed session. But due to a very frustrating marathon training block, where I've had to manage constant niggles, I'm slowly starting to turn towards Team Andy and have to go easy. My speed is way slower than it used to be. Sub 20 seems to be a distant dream. Maybe Parkrun in the Red Line 2026 will spur me on, as it will be after my marathon, so I can start a different training load to try and get that speed back. Keep up the good work, chaps, and I really hope that Teve isn't a regular listener to the pod.
Me too.
But do you know what? I think that is a thing with marathon training. Is it possible to train for a 5K and a marathon at the same time? Probably not. I think to get your full benefit of a 5K race, you probably need to focus a bit more on that speedy endurance stuff rather than the longer endurance stuff. Yeah. So yeah, your speed does go off a little bit, doesn't it? So yeah. There is one more comment, but it's quite a long one, so I'm going to leave that till next episode, because it's from episode 56. So it's from quite a while back. So hopefully it will still be relevant next week. So
that was a year ago. What are we talking about then?
I don't know. That's why I'm going to leave it, because it's quite a long comment.
What have we said?
I'll leave it till next week. I'll show you how long a comment it is. Oh.
Okay, yeah, we'll leave that till next week. Yeah, okay. Wow, this is a first on the Running the Red Line. We've got a bit of beef to read. Oh, beef! Someone's had a bit of beef with us.
Yeah, we've had a bit of a formal complaint, haven't we? They've gone straight to HR.
I'll leave out any names, but they've said good morning, full stop. I've just been made aware of comments made in your recent podcast. The comments referred to a listener email complaining about the 75-minute pacer at the Spring 10 miler at Chippenham. The email stated that the pacer ran too fast and finished almost 80 seconds early. As the pace team manager for the event, I wish to correct the statement. The pacer in question is one of my most reliable and experienced pacers, who is regularly paced in major marathons at home and overseas. His actual finish time was 74:15. Pretty much exactly what we ask our pacers to try and achieve. Maybe a correction in your next episode could be made? Kind regards. Well, there we go.
So, yeah, we can only work with the information we're given. And the information we were given was from our listener who emailed in and said what they thought was the correct information. Obviously, 80 seconds wasn't true, and 45 seconds was the true amount of time he was too fast. So
still fast, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still 45 seconds too fast.
It's still way too fast.
But at the same time, maybe we did say 80 seconds. So, we apologise to whoever the pacer was and whoever wrote that email. Obviously, someone grassed us up. We got
someone's
because they're not a regular listener. It's very, very obvious they're not a regular listener. So we had someone grass us up. But we apologise for the comments we made in the previous episode. So it wasn't 80 seconds. It was only 45.
Well, there you go. But all joking aside, pacing at a big event or small event is a very difficult job. So
it is.
Go easy on your pacers, because it is a tough job, and pacers do help many people.
I was going to say, and the whole reason they're there is to help you. They're not there to hinder you. So, they are there for a good reason. Yeah.
So, all's well that ends well. So, next we've got James Sleet, who's written in a few times. He says, "Hi, Brett and Andy. Hope you're both well and haven't had any further run-ins with angry neighbours. A belated congrats on the 100 episodes, and long may it continue. Just a word about the Cambridge half, as you were talking about it. Did you hear that even with how expensive it is, they somehow run out of medals? Yep. We unfortunately did here. Some of the people at the back didn't even get them, and they are arguably the guys that the medals mean the most to. My wife ran it, and she said it would have been very, very easy for people to grab more than one medal. Not sure why people would do that, but it's the only way to explain it. She did get one, thankfully, as it was her first half for well over 10 years. Training news, things are going well for the Brighton Marathon, my first one. Excellent. With the Twin Lakes 20-mile race at Milton Keynes this Sunday being the longest run, then time to taper for the last 3 weeks. Any advice on tapering would be appreciated. Keep up the good work, guys. Cheers, James.
Ooh, so tapering. My preferred way to taper is to keep the consistency and frequency the same. So the amount of times that you run per week, keep that the same. Keep the intensity the same. So if you do a couple of sessions a week, still keep a couple of sessions a week. Maybe ease up on them ever so slightly and don't go as hard in them because you are tapering, but keep the consistency or frequency and the intensity the same and just reduce the mileage. And if you're doing a 3-week taper, as I like to do, I normally drop to 75% of peak mileage in that first taper week, 50% in that second week, and then pretty much hardly anything in that last week running up to the marathon. Just do a few 5Ks on the days that I run. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say as well, don't do anything silly after Tuesday before the marathon. You could have, and I would also urge you to put some strides in after your easy runs during the taper if you don't want to do anything fast because you're worried about injury or whatnot. So I would urge you just to do 30 seconds or 100 meters or whatever you're comfortable doing, just to, if nothing else, just to visualize that sprint finish that you might have in you at Brighton, that we've all got in us. Everyone's got a sprint finish in them, even if it's a marathon. And just promotes a bit of form and, your best possible running gait, really. So, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to put some strides in.
But remember, strides aren't 100% effort. They are just to work on form and get that speed of your leg turnover going. So don't try and sprint as fast as you can on those strides. It's just about thinking about form and getting a bit of pace into your legs.
Now we've got one from Will Noyce, who I think is a first-time emailer in.
Yes.
So your clubmate from B&R. Hi, chaps. Love the pod. Keep up the good work. I thought I should write in after my slightly chaotic feature on last episode, even if it's not exactly for the running reasons I'd hoped. To clear up the injury saga, I'll try and keep this brief. You were spot on. My knee did not appreciate me attempting a middle distance triathlon with absolutely no training. Shocking, I know. Then at Birmingham Half, the sole of my foot literally came off, not the shoe. Foot got infected, but got a full refund. Whoop, whoop. Andy, you're also right. I have unintentionally run a race barefoot at Solihull, post Birmingham, obviously. The shoe of choice this time was the Asics Metaspeed Sky. I was advised that wearing 2 pairs of socks was a good idea. It was not. My feet got so hot, I reckon I could have started a fire. So naturally, with about 5K or 3.16 miles, I made the only logical decision. Whipped my shoes off and ran the rest on the painted road markings. Across the line with a shoe in each hand. Finish line photos are something special. Would not recommend though, but definitely character building. There are more of these stories, but we will leave it here for now. Best of luck with all of your running. Cheers, Will. What a legend.
He's such a good lad, Will.
Oh, not the sole of my shoe, the sole of my foot. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, now the last one is from Nathan Hampson, and he's written in. He says, "Hi guys, what a surprise it was hearing my name get called out while I was 20k into a 37k long run. And yes, Brett, you're right. I am training for London. I've been working through a 20-week block, gradually building things back up towards 100k weeks. It's not been the smoothest build, if I'm honest. I've struggled a bit since Newport with my back, but I've been trying to take a smarter approach, focusing more on proper recovery, easing the mileage up and not forcing things when they're not there. It was great seeing you both at Telford, even though I had an absolute stinker that day. In a weird way, that race was a bit of a turning point. It made me realise I needed to change how I approach the marathon block. Since then, I've really tried to go with a smarter, not harder mindset. So, fingers crossed, it pays off. Also, bit of shoes news. Yes. As a long-time Asics fanboy, I've officially crossed over to the dark side and picked up a pair of Adidas Pro 4s for race day.
Yes.
Just wanted to say thanks for you both as well for the support, the motivation, and the constant company on the long runs. It genuinely means a lot being able to follow along and feel part of it all. Keep smashing it, Nathan. No fun running.
Awesome. Yeah, he had a cracker of a run at Newport, didn't he? Ran a really good race, but like suffered big time with his back afterwards, and he's been struggling with that. Oh, yeah. Boba.
Did he let one rip?
Yeah.
Is it an eyeball melter?
Mate.
Oh, Bobes.
Oh. Sorry. Yeah, and he's been coming back. I saw him at a cross-country race, the one up in Stoke, and he still wasn't like in the best of places. But yeah, he's obviously gone for the anti-Run to Japan. He's gone smarter, not harder.
Well, and, I think Run to Japan does say it sort of tongue-in-cheekly.
Oh, of course he does.
I think he half means it, but mostly doesn't mean it. He sort of means it a bit.
Yeah.
But
well, he doesn't fully mean it because he had all that knee issues and everything around Tokyo, and he's taken loads of time off, and he's been cross-training the last couple of weeks. So, yeah, he obviously understands that you can't just always go hard. But it works well, doesn't it, for the views and the
it's a good little tagline. I think what he's essentially trying to say is just run a lot.
Yeah, I do high mileage.
Yeah. But Nath, great to hear that you're on an upward curve and you're trending.
I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in London. Actually, and especially in the Pro 4s. Oh, you made a good choice there.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll have a few chances to try him on his long runs before donning them on the start line in Greenwich. Not in Greenwich. Where is it? Blackheath.
Yeah. Greenwich. Yeah.
So exciting. So maybe we'll see Nathan as well. Oh no, I don't know because it's Birmingham's the week after London, isn't it?
Yeah.
The half. So
yeah.
We might because that's where we saw him last time, isn't it? Was it?
Yeah, we have seen him there.
Yeah. So maybe we'll see him there. Yeah. Cool. Right. Well, that's it.
So, last thing that we need to do is, if I can find it, where's it gone? There it is. The Strava segment. So this week's last week's leaderboard, and Talk of the Devil in first place with 85.8 miles is Nathan Hampson.
Good lad. So
awesome work. 2 weeks on the trot. Good work. Second is Paul Aston with 82.2 miles. And third is friend of the podcast, Mac. He's made it 2 weeks on the trot into the top 3.
Good running, everybody.
80.3 miles. So awesome work.
I don't want to jinx it, but currently, Nath, you're currently top of the league for this week.
Oh, you could get the triple.
Can you be the first ever person to get the hat trick? I don't think anyone's ever got it 3 times in a week.
The 3-peat.
Maybe they have. I don't know, but could be yours for the taking, Nath. Just saying.
And then with our climbing.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah, he is back at the top. John Brasmadeira with 6,201 foot of climbing.
Oh, lovely.
So awesome work. Tom Robinson is second with 6,083 foot. And third is Matt Nichols with 4,626 foot.
I've been telling John to make his profile not private anymore.
Yeah,
because I think that's why he wasn't showing up in the rankings. So he's probably been smashing the Strava segment every week, but not showing up. So
I haven't seen him. So hang on.
AirPods died.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be a podcast without that.
No. Yeah. And then I was just going to say as well, there was somebody very close in fourth place on the climbing. Somebody very close. Can you see who that is?
Yeah. Right, moving on.
Then for our ladies, in first place for distance was Leanne Bayard with 67.7 miles. Second place was Rachel Watson with 57.3 miles. And third was Chloe Hamard with 51.5 miles. And then for our climbing, first place was Stephanie Parker with 2,241 foot. Second was Evelyn Lutterod with 1,883 foot. And third was a new name on the leaderboard of Jojo Coleman with 1,855 foot. So awesome work from everybody.
We love new names. We love new names and faces around the Strava Club. So if you haven't, find our Strava Club on, funnily enough, on Strava, and join the club. And then your stats will automatically, as long as you've not got a private profile, will be in the weekly leaderboard.
Yeah. So awesome. Have you got anything else to add to episode 103?
No, I think that's the lot. I'm going to Parkrun in the morning with Daisy, so nice chilled one before the race on Sunday.
Excellent.
And I'm going to try and get as close to 1:30 as I can. But I genuinely...
It's a lumpy course, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's overall less elevation than Warwick, but the hills come in the second half from what I have seen.
Yeah.
Which isn't ideal. I'd rather get the hills out of the way early on.
And if there's some flat, then the hills are going to be worse because Warwick, it's got that elevation, but it's just up and down. There is no flat parts.
No.
Whereas another race with that same elevation, but it's got flat areas, the hills are going to be worse, aren't they?
Yeah. So it will be an interesting one, but it will be my first time running over the bridge since I did the River Severn, the run. So it's going to be quite a nice one. So
do we know if Mom is definitely out for Ironbridge?
I don't know. It depends if he's or how well he's recovered from his injury, but I think he was leaning towards not doing the race. I think Andy was doing it, but I don't think Mom's doing it.
I think it would be sensible for him not to do it, just to give it a bit more time to rest. Because the more he can rest it and rehab it, the quicker he'll be back to actually racing. And I know what he's like. He's exactly the same as me. He can't go to a race without trying to race it. He wouldn't go and jog a race, would he?
£5
He's
says
even worse than me for that.
£5 says I'll be uploading a selfie with me and Mom and Andy. So, see you Sunday, Mom.
Yeah. Right. Awesome. Best of luck to everybody who is racing this weekend, and we shall see you next week. Cheers, guys.
Cheers all.